Hello, Hunt Chef Nation. Today, we're celebrating the harvest of 3 beautiful Eastern wild turkeys, and we're focusing on the drumsticks. I'm really excited to show you guys how we can make 3 different dishes out of one base preparation. In the braising pan here today, we've got beautiful broth. Stick around and watch it all come together. So we're into turkey drumsticks. Now, a lot of guys, breast their birds out and leave those legs and thighs there for the coyotes, the crows, whatever's coming along. But, we braised these guys, floured them, browned them lightly, and braised them in chicken broth with some veggies until they're just super duper tender. Now you can see, there's not a lot of yield here, but we've got 3 birds that we're working with, and we just braise it till it's, super tender coming off the bone. You can pull it right apart. Now, all these tendons in here, you're going to clean all those out. There's a little bit of cartilage you're going to clean out too, but it is just gorgeous, delicious meat. What we're going to do is pull this apart, pull the tendons, pull the cartilage. I mean, that's just one drumstick, plenty of meat off it. It's cooked to perfection, super tender. So we're going to mix up a cold turkey salad, just like you'd make chicken salad. I mean, that is good. All right, so these are bread and butter pickles. We've got chopped up. I'm going to put about that much in there. We've got some whole grain mustard. You can add as much of that as you like. I like it, so I'm going to do one more dollop there. A little bit of yellow mustard. It's going to give you a little bit more zip than the whole grain. And of course, mayonnaise. And we've got some sliced red grapes. I like the sweetness and just a little bit of texture addition there with that. We've got some white sugar. A little bit of celery salt. Love that flavor, and especially in with the mustard. Some cider vinegar. Not a lot, but just enough for a little bit more tang to go along with the mustards. And now, simply, so this would be a great one to get the kids and some friends, whatnot, involved with. Get all that delicious leg meat in here, but just like that. We're ready to put these bad boy sandwiches together. So we've got our croissant sliced. We've got our turkey salad all mixed up here, and we're gonna load these guys up. This is my kind of go-to favorite chicken salad, turkey salad recipe base with the mustard, the mayo, the vinegar, the pickles, the sugar. But if you have one that you prefer or don't like grapes, don't like mustard that much, feel free to make it your own. I'm sure it'll turn out delicious. We've got a little bit of lettuce. It's got some nice crisp iceberg here. Couple slices of tomato, and a little, I'm not a big raw onion fan, but we're gonna put a little bit on there. Put these guys tops on. Got our fancy frill picks out here today. And then we're gonna cut them in half. Nice, good, sharp, serrated knife will do the job. Plate them right up here. Great lunch, great snack. It doesn't have to be on croissant. You can put this in your hunting pack if you got an extra tag and get right back out there after them. Take it along with you. So we've got turkey salad on croissant. Coming up next, we have some delicious turkey soup, and we're gonna follow that up with a braised shank.
Well, I think we have a little bit of celebrating to do.
So it's all about turkey drumsticks today. And right now, so again, we use that base method, that base recipe. We browned these guys, lightly floured, browned them, and then braised them in the casserole. And from there, we're making 3 different preparations. Right now, we're gonna make these shanks, kind of almost like ossobuco style. So we got a nice hot pan, a little bit of olive oil in there, getting a little Mediterranean for you with this one, a little bit of fresh garlic, and that's gonna go really quickly for us. So right in the pan, we're going with some roasted tomatoes. Oh yeah. Olives, roasted red peppers. I'm gonna give that all just a couple of flips here. And we're gonna deglaze that with some Chianti, Italian red wine. Add our capers. And we're gonna let this wine reduce down till it's almost gone. So that red wine is just about all the way reduced and concentrated that flavor. And now we're gonna put some of our broth in the pan. So now we've got the 2 braised drumsticks, shanks that we're gonna add right in here. Now we're gonna add more of the broth. I just didn't wanna make a big splash. I'm gonna lay that right over these guys. Some of the onion, celery, and carrot that we used to braise them in there is just gonna help it be that much more delicious. A couple pinches of salt, some fresh ground black pepper, and to help it along, some fresh cut parsley, thyme, and rosemary. We're gonna put a lid on this guy, let those shanks heat all the way through, and then we're gonna put them over a bed of potatoes, top it with the sauce. You're not gonna wanna miss it. I'm here to tell you about my new line of seasonings. We've got you covered from seafood, to the smoker, to the grill, to roasting, designed specifically for wild game. You can find all these Eat What You Kill seasonings at huntchef.com. A lot more coming for Hunt Chef Nation. So we're putting together a delicious turkey soup that we made of these drumsticks. You can see how just meaty and delicious and clean and tender those drumsticks have turned out. Now we've made some neat little noodle dumplings to put in the bottom, sort of like spatzel. Pulled some of the turkey drumstick meat to put over the top. And now we're just gonna ladle this delicious broth with some of the veggies right over top. Put our soup together here today. Of course, you could have folded the turkey and the noodles in here if you're feeding a crowd. We got some fresh herbs. Finish it off. Everybody eats with their eyes. We've got a lot of fresh thyme in the dish. So just a little bit there. And that is turkey drumstick soup, and it couldn't be better. So we're ready to plate our shanks. So it was like 37 degrees here last night, so I decided to make this dish a little more hearty. I've got some great whipped potatoes right here to serve as a bed for our shanks. These guys, again, we braised them for probably 4 hours, and then just finished them and made this sauce up, and they look and smell amazing already. And this sauce, I mean, it could be a meal on its own at this point. Mix up with those potatoes. And again, a little bit of the capers, olives, and roasted red peppers that's in there. A little more flavor, a little more color. We got some great Pecorino Romano cheese, the microplane. Finish that all off right there like that. And some fresh herbs. These guys look and smell absolutely delicious. Tons of layers of flavor, tons of color. So we've got 3 easy, super delicious recipes and reasons why you should always pack these turkey legs out of the woods with you when you're fortunate enough to harvest a bird. We've got the delicious soup, the cold salad on croissant, and these braised shanks that I cannot wait to tear into. Stay tuned for more tips, recipes, and how-tos to make the most of your harvest. You're watching Hunt Chef on Mountaintop Outdoors. Remember, always eat what you kill. Stay tuned, a lot more coming for Hunt Chef Nation. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and huntchef.com. I'm here to tell you about my new line of seasonings. We've got you covered from seafood, to the smoker, to the grill, to roasting, designed specifically for wild game. You can find all these Eat What You Kill seasonings at huntchef.com. A lot more coming for Hunt Chef Nation.